All right. So I'm really fucking pissed off now. I got arrested again today. Apparently, and just to clarify, I never said I was going to shoot up a fucking high school. I was being sarcastic. I'll explain in a moment. But apparently, some fucking assholes have emailed the police saying that I said I was going to shoot up a high school. Now, I happen to right now be wearing a gun for a necklace, but this is not a real gun, okay? I can't kill anyone with this gun. I understand it's almost asking for trouble to be wearing a gun necklace if you've been accused of threatening to shoot up a high school, but I don't care. This is my goddamn country, and I'm sick to death of your authoritarian bullshit. It's really fucking disgusting. So, what the hell happened? Right. There was this girl, video of this girl on social media, and the girl was having a meltdown in a store. Now, it's social media, so you can never tell if it's real or if it's AI. Seemed real enough. I think the story was the guy had touched her, telling her that she'd skipped the queue, and she started totally freaking out. And she was telling the guy to leave her alone, and he was making it worse, and she was screaming in the aisle, saying, I got raped, and now I can't stand any guy touching me. And I'm looking at this girl, and I'm thinking, this girl's, she looks like she's got autism. Or if it's not autism, she's got some kind of mental health issue. And I'm, sympathetic towards her. And it's like, listen, this guy just touching a girl on the shoulder, telling her she skip the queue, not that big of a deal, but maybe you should keep your hands to yourself. He probably wasn't expected her to have that reaction. And I guess she overreacted, but at the same time, she clearly had some kind of mental health issue. So what do you do in that situation? Well, what you do is, what you don't do is you don't stand there like a jackass recording the girl with the intention of uploading the video later on social media just to continue tormenting her. And that's what I was saying on social media. It's like, come on, like if the girl's having a meltdown screaming, you're making it worse, leave her alone. But these people, these right wingers, will take this as an example and say, this is what all liberals are like. This is what they're like. So you'll take an extreme example of someone who they perceive to be on the left and then act like that's somehow typical of all people on the left. And the left do the exact same thing. They'll take an extreme example of someone on the right and say that that's what everyone on the right believes in. And it's just crap. I'm so sick to death of all this political polarization bullshit. Anyone who's actually read my comments online will recognize, anyone with a fucking brain in their head will recognize that I'm all about like objectivity. Because there's arguments on the left that make a lot of sense. There's arguments on the right that make a lot of sense. Take the abortion debate, for instance. Okay, you're dictating to a woman what she can and can't do with her body. On the other hand, you are kind of killing a baby. It's not a baby yet. Well, okay, that's a quibble. Kind of is a baby. Take the gun argument. I'm actually against guns. I think if in America it was harder to obtain a gun, there'd be less mass shootings. I'm anti-gun, but at the same time, if someone broke into my home in the dead of the night and they had a gun, in that situation, I'd probably want to have a gun that I could defend myself with. You know what I'm saying? There are good arguments made on both sides of the aisle. There's good arguments made by the left, there's good arguments made on the right, and it's just, I'm sick to death of social media where people just scream at each other, calling each other retards. So yeah, I'm defending this girl who's having a meltdown in a supermarket. So some girl responds saying, I'm saying she's clearly got autism, and this girl responds to me saying, or mental health issues, which you clearly have too. So okay, whatever. And I can't remember what I said to her in response. I can't really check now because the police stole my phone. I had to get a new phone, which has a crap camera, by the way. So the girl ends up saying, check this guy out. He looks like he's going to be the next high school shooter. I live in the UK. I live in the UK. We can't even post fucking messages on social media without getting arrested. Do you think I can obtain a fucking firearm? I live in an authoritarian country. We're not allowed to do a fucking thing. Even if I wanted to shoot up a high school, which I don't, I couldn't even if I want to because I don't have a gun and I have no means of obtaining one. It's fucking stupid. But this girl, right? She's like, oh, this guy's going to be the next high school shooter. And I'm like, she's saying something stupid, so I'll respond in the way I usually respond to retarded comments. I say, What's wrong with being a high school shooter? So then she just flat out lies and says I just said I was going to shoot up a high school. So I'm like, oh yeah, that's what I said. I just said that. Yeah, sure. Now obviously the sarcastic inflection isn't clear, but this girl is just clearly trying to sabotage me. I go to sleep, don't really think about it that much. Wake up the next day, I'm looking at the comment again, and I see what she's written. And she's written, this guy's going to be the next SH asterisk asterisk TER. And that's how these people troll you. They don't write the actual words because they don't want to get banned. They don't want to get in trouble themselves. If the police knock on their door, they'll say, I never said that. I said SH asterisk asterisk TER, not shooter. It's so dumb. But I woke up, look at it again with fresh eyes, and I'm like, eureka. I had that eureka moment. So, just to further clarify that I'm not going to shoot up a high school, I took that word, SH asterisk asterisk TER, and interpreted differently. So she obviously meant shooter, but I was playing on the idea that that can also mean shitter. So I said, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the nearest high school and shit everywhere. I said it as a joke. That's the material she sent me, so that's what I had to work with. And it went back and forth like that for a bit. And I said, she says, oh, now you're just trying to cover your ass. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to cover my ass because I can't stop shitting everywhere. What are you going to do with your fecal philia? May I suggest diapers? And that was the exchange. That was like the full exchange between the two of us. That's basically it. I may have said some crude things about, if she shit in my high school, I'd want to go there so I could have a sniff. Oh, and I also said, if she uses diapers, after she fills them, send me her details, and then I might buy them off of her. Right? So that was the exchange. So what do you want to do with that? Does that mean I'm sexually harassing her as well? Do you want to pin that on me? Some fucking bitch. I'm trying to defend some girl online, and some fucking bitch just comes at me saying I look like the next high school shooter. Which is just fucking bullying, by the way. And I defend myself. So the police knock on my door, saying to me, what did they say to me? That I'd emailed them saying I was going to shut up a high school. And I'm thinking, okay, I kind of think I know what this is about, but I didn't email you. So they got it wrong. Someone had emailed them saying that I said that, which I never really said. And I'm like, okay, I didn't really say that, but I kind of said something like that, but I was being sarcastic. The conversation's going back and forth. I'm like, but I never said I was going to shut up a high school. I said, but you just said you did. It's like, well, yeah, but sarcastically. And I also later on clarified that I was being sarcastic. It's just dumb. And I'm just saying, listen, this is a setup. This is a girl. And they're like, oh, wow, you're causing fear and alarm. It's like, no, I'm not. This is just some girl who is trolling me. That's what these people on social media do. They're fucking assholes. They just try to dox you. They try to get you into trouble with the police. So I'm actually a victim right now. I'm a victim of bullying because these fucking assholes say that I look like a high school shooter. And this is how they respond. Like, the police join in. I've spoken to the police before about people bullying me, and they say they don't want to do anything about it. And it just reminds me of that line from The Simpsons, Police Chief Wiggum saying, I think it was like Marge or something. I can't remember who it was, but someone said to him, I thought you said the police were powerless. And Police Chief Wiggum said, powerless to protect you, but not to punish you. And that's what it feels like. It's so dumb. So my phone has been stolen from me. I have been charged with, I don't know, some breach of communication or something like that. I don't fucking know. They had to confiscate my phone, of course, to look through it forensically. I mean, everything I said's online, but that's the thing about when you post things online, the police just absolutely have to steal your phone so they can look at what you said. It's like, it's online. That's how you know what I said. Like, you obviously already know what I said, so why the hell do you need to steal my phone to see what I said? It just doesn't make any sense. They're just fishing. They're just going to look at my phone. Just, I don't know, trying to dig up dirt on me. It's ridiculous. And this fucking bitch, nothing's going to happen to her. She'll be laughing. She'll be having a good time. Ha 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 ha. Got him arrested. Ha 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 ha. Very fucking funny. Like, I've got to go to the police station, get my fingerprints taken. I can't remember if I got a photo taken. I probably did. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And that's going to be like hanging over my head now. So it's not just a comedy piece, it's a sarcasm piece now. And it's so unbearably dumb. Someone says that to me, you look like a high school shooter, and I say, what did I say? Sorry, I forget. Uh, I said something, and I said, what's wrong with being a high school shooter? She says, he just said he's going to shoot up a high school. I respond with, yeah, that's what I just said. And then I get arrested. What about her? Why is she not getting arrested? It really is an absolute fucking joke. And it's just interesting. Because aside from that one comment when I said, yeah, that's what I just said, I never even said anything like that. I kept saying, oh, yeah, I'm going to be a high school shitter. That's what I said. So it's just dumb. Like, I can't. They didn't come to my door saying, hey, you said you were going to go to high school and shit everywhere. Because they're not going to come to my door because they know that would be crap, pun intended. It's just dumb. I'm not even particularly stressed out about this because it's stupid. But what? Am I going to go to fucking jail now? They're not going to